Hi, I'm Amy Miller Dehan, Curator of Decorative Arts and Design at the Cincinnati Art Museum. The digital exhibition, Joseph Urban, Unlocking an Art Deco Bedroom, was created to accompany the eponymous 2022 museum exhibition focused on the Wormser bedroom and its related social, economic, and historical themes. Designed by European immigrant Joseph Urban for a Chicago teenager, Elaine Wormser, the bedroom had never been fully researched or displayed publicly. Extending accessibility to the room after the physical exhibition closed was a key objective of this digital tool. Using VR technology, users can walk through the room and explore its story and contents. This digital component was also designed to deliver multi-pronged and layered content that makes a subject of privilege at face value inclusive and accessible to all. In addition to exploring obvious subjects such as the Art Deco style, jazz, and the rise of the city, using archival photos, film, audio, and blog-style articles, we center the stories of the skilled craftspeople whose names we do not know, who created Urban's designs, the domestics who worked for the Wormser family, and the varied experiences of immigrants, women, and people of color in the 1920s.
Hi, my name is Julia Burtonshaw. I am Associate Curator for Art of the Ancient Americas at LACMA. One of our goals with this documentary series was transparency. Museums are these spaces of knowledge, but we rarely are able to show where that knowledge comes from. And this series is so great because it really allows us to be transparent about how we know what we know and how many people are involved in the creation of that knowledge.
I'm Agnes Dauber, the producer and co-director of this documentary series. There was a pivotal moment early on during production when the indigenous leaders confronted the curators with issues they have around museums owning objects from their culture. At that point, I knew we have a film here, and we need to pick this apart.
It was really about letting some of our collaborators speak directly with our audiences as well, so that we kind of remove some of that nebulous barrier of expertise that are sometimes presented in exhibitions.
To bring our content across and engage our audience on a crowded streaming platform like YouTube, we had to develop a kick-ass storyline and a really solid narrative, dramatic arc for our series. And this is where I come in as a screenwriter and a co-director, and I am Alexa Una-Schulz. Thank you.
Hello, from the Indianapolis Museum of Art at Newfields. My name is Annette Schlagenhauf, and I served as part of the team that created our first web-based digital publication called Masterpieces from the Clues Collection Paintings.
And I'm Dylan Jensen, co-editor of this digital catalog that documents the Old Master collection assembled by Dr. and Mrs. Clues, which is now housed at the IMA.
Our goal for this project was to unite in-depth scholarship and research from art historians, conservators, and conservation scientists. The reader can easily access art historical entries and conservation technical reports.
Additionally, appended to each are previously unpublished entries authored by art historian Mark Roscoe in 1968.
By structuring the catalog to include these three components, we come full circle from how art historians and conservators recorded their findings a half-century ago to how we can do that today in an open-access digital format.
We hope you'll enjoy navigating this digital catalog to explore the latest discoveries about the renowned Clues collection.
Hello, I am Tatiana Muñoz Brenes, co-curator of the exhibition Hard Holes, Feminist Latin American Performance in Revolt, which was presented on the 8th floor in New York City. My investigation was inspired from a strange place of sadness and anger on behalf of all women who have been victims of feminicide in the Americas. On the other side, Latin American performers were the benchmark for denouncing violence against women with a transfeminist approach that focuses on bringing new inclusive versions of the official art history. One outcome of this essay has been the visibility of contemporary Latin American performance, as well as the writing of an alternative art historiography against patriarchal violence. I am very grateful to AAMC for considering my work for this award, as well as the 8th floor team for the feedback and contributions to this text. Thank you very much, and greetings from Costa Rica.
Hi, my name is Ksenia Gerstein. I'm the curator of modern and contemporary art at the Ulrich Museum of Art at Wichita State University, and I was the curator for the exhibition Myths of the West, narrating stories of the land and people through Wichita art collections. The goal of this project was to look at local collections and to bring together works that would allow us to tell a richer history of Kansas and the Great Plains as part of the American West. And the other major goal of the project was to question the received narratives, familiar narratives of the West, which historically have focused on white settlers, instead prioritizing perspectives of Native American artists whom we represented through multiple generations. One of the outcomes of the project has been our ability to bring in Native American audiences who've never come to the Ulrich before and never saw their culture or history represented here. And the other major outcome has been our commitment to now doing a better job of collecting work by Native American artists. During and after the run of Myths of the West, we acquired works by 7 Native American artists who were not in our collection before, and we now have plans to continue acquiring and showing work by Indigenous artists.
Hi, I'm Tara Hogue, and this is Storied Objects, Métis Art in Relation. This exhibition brings together over 50 historic and contemporary works by Métis artists who are mostly connected to communities here in Saskatchewan. Storied objects are embedded with meaning, memory, history, and intention. They hold an agency and life force of their own. They hold stories in the materials and forms of their making. In the exhibition, historic works made by the grandmothers of the Métis Nation tell stories in the materials and designs that adorn the objects. Contemporary artists continue to work in the same way. They transform, adapt, and translate traditional ways of working into new media to tell stories about self, community, and place. By creating active spaces for storytelling and visiting, the exhibition emphasizes the ongoing importance of living, intergenerational, and ancestral relations to the work that Métis artists make.
Hi, I'm Laura Mart, curator of Talking Back to Power, projects by Aram Cifuentes. This project was inspired by the Skirball's mission to build a welcoming society where all people can belong. Artist Aram Cifuentes immigrated to the US from Korea when she was 6 years old, and since then has been observing how life here often doesn't add up with the American ideal of equality. She involves different communities in projects that question, in a fun but fundamentally serious way, who is allowed to belong, and pushes to expand that circle. In the gallery, there were pieces contributed by fellow immigrants, including her mom Young, and people from a wide range of other communities that have been marginalized in the US. Our goal for this project was that visitors would leave inspired to speak truth to power. And they did. Our visitors and offsite partners shared their creativity and expressed their points of view through Aram's collaborative project Protest Banner Lending Library. It was deeply meaningful to work with Aram, to challenge our usual ways of operating, and to see alternatives. I am forever grateful. Thank you for this honor.
The Peabody Essex Museum is the first American museum to bring together Native American art and American art on equal footing.
So the collections come together in conversation, but they also have moments unto themselves. So Native American art has its own sections to be understood on its own terms, and likewise on themes in American art. It's been a really exciting chance to bring these two areas of our collection together to explore common themes and thinking about the role of artists in helping us understand history.
One of the goals is exploring the idea that there is not one way to be in this place or one way to belong. Different communities of people have connections to land and place, as well as different connections to each other, and how that really shapes people's experiences today.
This is an exciting new way of looking at American art.
Hello, my name is Jamal Sheets, and I'm the Director and Curator of Fisk University Galleries and the Associate Provost of Art and Culture. At first, I want to express my deepest gratitude to the Association of Art Museum Curators for honoring us for African modernism in America. When I think about the exhibition African Modernism in America, I think about what we wanted to do. One primary goal was to amplify the contributions of these artists. Number two, as an academic institution, we always want to create opportunities for our students to engage with this material.
Hi, I'm Niku Paidar, former Associate Curator of Fisk University Galleries. This project was a wonderful opportunity to connect with Fisk alumni and former Fisk professors who shared so many special stories about the university and its collection and the history of African art at Fisk.
Hi, my name is Karen Lathrop. I hope that this project, African Modernism in America, has broadened our understanding of modernism across the globe and increased the visibility of the contributions made by African artists in the mid-20th century.
Hi, my name is Emma Cormack, and I'm co-editor and co-curator of Threads of Power, Lace from the Textile Museum, St. Gallen at Bard Graduate Center. Our goal with this project was to explore the history of lace in fashion as a symbol of status and power worn by wealthy consumers over the last 500 years, but also to delve into the lives and work of the lace makers who made this very complex textile whose names are no longer known to us. Our publication accompanied an exhibition of the same name at BGC, and with the book, we wanted to expand beyond the gallery with contributions that discuss, among other things, lace history in what is today Latin America and Italian immigrant lace makers in turn-of-the-century New York. It's been such a pleasure to share this fascinating history with our readers and visitors. We're so pleased to hear from art historians that they're inspired to look back at familiar portraits with new eyes, and from designers, textile artists, and students that they're inspired to take up lace making, which we believe everyone should try.
When thinking about this book, it was really important for us to make sure that it looked beautiful, that it reflected the pride and the stature that we feel is deserving of this topic of Black cinema.
The book allows us to give a deeper sense of a historical overview through our essays presenting Black creativity and participation in independent film as well as the Hollywood film industry.
We have these case studies where we look at individuals like Josephine Baker, Hattie McDaniel, Paul Robeson. Then we have a whole section on the glamour portraits and some of the biographies of individuals, a wonderful filmography and chronology.
But overall, the combination of historic content packaged in an elegant and playful contemporary way was our goal in the exhibition as well as in the book. I feel like that we brought James Baldwin's quote to life. History is not the past, it is the present. We carry our history with us. We are our history. And I'm really grateful that we received this honor for the Awards of Excellence for this publication. Thank you very much to AMC.